Good morning, guys, and welcome to Dan and Bryn's Start a Gym. In this epic episode, we're going to learn how to make my favorite protein pancakes. The ingredients that you'll need to use is some Optimum Nutrition whey protein powder. I use Optimum Nutrition. You can really use any kind that you like. I like the Optimum Nutrition because I get it at Costco. It comes in a really big bag. You're going to need some egg whites, pasteurized, some almond milk. I like to add a little bit of cinnamon and some baking powder, just like that. Okay, while you're mixing your ingredients, I like to get my pan nice and hot. I put it on to just a little bit above medium heat, so about medium high-ish, right in the middle there. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my Optimum Nutrition whey protein. Now I'm going to use about half a scoop, so not a heaping scoop, not a full serving, because you are going to get some protein via your egg whites. I'm just going to kind of eyeball my half a scoop. I'm going to pour it into my cup just like that. And I'll start off with a little bit, but I am looking for sort of that pancake batter consistency. You're then going to use probably about 2 full egg whites, which is 6 tablespoons. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it because that's the way I like to do it. Because again, I'm looking for more of a consistency than I am anything else. I'm going to add just a little bit of almond milk, just like so. And then I'm going to sprinkle in some cinnamon. As I sprinkle in my cinnamon, I'm going to try to make sure that the consistency is, again, that pancake batter mix. Now, one of the reasons I really like this particular recipe is because there's very few carbs in it, if any carbs at all. What you're getting from the almond milk and from the protein. Now, the protein that I use is a less than 1 gram per serving, just like that. Mix it up. Then I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Bam, just like so. Mix that up in there real good, yet again. Now this is looking just a little runnier than what I would normally like. So I'm going to add just a little bit more protein powder to sort of hopefully thicken it up even a little bit more. Again, I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Most of the time, I don't use exact measurements. I kind of go off my gut and what looks good to me. There we go. That's more of the consistency I'm looking for. It has taken me several attempts to figure out exactly how much I should use and what it kind of looks like. Every time I've made it and screwed it up, though, it still tastes pretty good. Usually I've screwed it up because I make it too thin, and it turns more into a crepe type consistency than an actual pancake. So now that my pan's good and hot, and now that I've got my mixture done, I'm going to pour it right into my pan. Hopefully we start to hear a little bit of that sizzle. We shall see. Just like so. Now I'm using a little pan for this instead of a big one. That way it kind of holds the size right where I want it. I go ahead and cover the pancake just like so. And I'll see you back in just a minute or two. Alright, well here we go. We're going to try and flip this bad boy. Starting to look just like I like it too. It's starting to puff up just a bit. And then look at that. Nice and golden brown on the outside. That's going to be perfect. Now as far as toppings go, typically I like to use either some berries. I'll take some frozen berries that I just put into a saucepan and heat up so they get nice and liquidy, and then pour that over the top. Sometimes I use peanut butter, sometimes I use a vanilla protein icing that I make with protein powder as well. If I am going all out, I typically like to drizzle it with honey just a bit, but that's just me personally. And so this is my favorite way to make protein pancakes. I know that Bryn and I also make protein pancakes with oatmeal in them, which tends to be really, really nice, but right now I've really got to monitor my carbohydrate loads. And so I'm going to let that cook for just another minute or so and then get after it. Now, again, I like these pancakes, and I know that there's a company called Kodiak Protein Pancakes. I am not a fan of those personally. I think they kind of suck, to be quite frankly honest, because there's very little protein in it, and it's basically just Bisquick mix with some protein in it, and that's about perfect. So there is your protein pancake, just like so. and then I'm ready to eat. So, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys later. Adios, muchachos.